So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And on the ground they go with the running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw Beathard. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Beathard to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. They'll throw here. Beathard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed out right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Solomon Thomas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Madden NFL, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Beathard dancing to his left. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're they've got his man complete. Some strong running at the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 65 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw is Beathard. And able to find Garcon. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Beathard now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Now Garoppolo, flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to
throw. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. This is taken in. It's complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Garoppolo to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your